Why you? Why do things have to get so tough in your life? And we're going to talk about that today. I am Ann Morrison, and this is Morning Meditation. Welcome to Ahzhension Studios. Things get tough in every life, and every one of us needs to learn certain things. And there is a school of thought that says that they're all the same things, varying degrees and varying levels, but at the core of it, the same things, and all of us bringing us to a place of peace and an understanding of ourselves. And we are all different, and we are all the same. Yeah, sounds like a runaround, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. But it is on purpose. It is a plan. The child. And you've heard this one before. The child who scrapes their knee, it's the end of the world. A screaming bloody murder. Nothing ever so devastating has happened to them. And it is the height, broken arm, the height of a child's existence for that to happen. The most devastating thing ever. Until the next thing. Until the next thing. Until the next thing. And each one of these things we get past. Not because we're strong enough. Who wants to be that strong? All that does is invite things to prove how strong you are. But it does carry with it a lesson. And each time that we refuse to learn a lesson, don't jump off the hill and try to roll and whatever it was that caused the injury. Be more careful, figure it out better, duck and cover, whatever. And if we learn that lesson, then we can move forward to other lessons. We learn so much negativity without it ever being taught. If you are surrounded by it and it permeates everything, then you learn it. And vengeance and all these things, we even have movies about them. So for us to unlearn them is a task. It is a vocation, shall we call it. As a person who has been given the privilege to come down here and live this life and report back their findings. This existence is such a coveted experience. And it is such a privilege to be able to be here and to go through every bit of it, the challenges and the right and wrong and the mistakes and the successes and the lives and the people and the feelings and everything is part of it. Now, if you looked at what life might be like, say we were the drop and the ocean is there, and we go back to the ocean. No angst. We're all the ocean. No anger, no revenge, no double dealings, no getting over on nobody, no getting back, no, oh my God, I don't believe what they did, no judgment. Living in a beautiful sea of existence. it still needs avenues of understanding. The tides still turn. Life, throughout how many universes, probably is still growing and existing and learning. And being in a form where there is pain, emotional and physical, and a collaboration of energetic influences that coincide with energy signatures based upon what's bouncing off of what at what time, eras that we go through, eons, for an understanding, for a knowledge base, for an adventure, a challenge. You come into a form like this one, and you go forward. All of us got the chance to do this experience here. And thank you. Awesome. I like adventure. So, the reason you're going through it is because you signed up to. We all took the adventure. We all climbed into the log ride, and now you're getting wet, and it's supposed to happen. There are so many different ways that all of these lessons can be learned by everyone. And there's going to be a splash at the bottom. Now, you can take the lesson as it is, or the universe can give it to you in a more exacting form, in a more painful form, in a more damaging and destroying form. And it's hard. I mean, it is so hard when things are going wrong. And it does. It feels like the world is crashing and everything we built and we're hanging on by our teeth. And it's hard. Especially if you don't stop and say, okay, what's the lesson here? Each lesson you learn gives you a bit more spiritual stability in going forward. The reason why old people walk slowly with slow steps is because they know they can fall. They've been there. They've done that probably more than once. And at this stage of the game, it's probably very daunting to their health. But at the same token, we have advances in health coming along right now where it is possible to live a vibrant life long past what it has been. A vibrant life, not just an existence on pills, a vibrant life. And each decade, new advances are coming out that allow this even further. So what if our journey is getting extended? What if we are going on this trip in this vehicle for longer than we have originally thought was possible? Of course, if they do keep a record of it all, I find it hard to believe that we didn't know it was possible. Yes, still, every bit and piece that we do is something based upon the choice to do the adventure. To find our purpose, to live it, to find our peace, to explore without fear, to adventure, to feel, to hurt, to laugh, to cry, to all of it. And you're here, and so you get that. A really, really hard time? Stop and say, what is my lesson here? What am I supposed to be learning? And then spend a day or two without rolling around up in the noggin, and you'll come up with an answer. You know what you're supposed to be learning? It'll be there. Is it still tough? Yeah. I just went through one myself, Bill and I. Not a week ago. Was still in the throes of everything. And why you? Because you're the one that needed the lesson. You're important. Your existence here is vital and necessary. That's why you. You doing what you were supposed to be doing on this planet, to give to everyone else on this planet, is so super important. That's why you. And why is it hard? Because the lesson is important and it is necessary for your journey. And you're going to keep getting it until you learn it. So you can figure out what it is and come out of it a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. And as long as you have fully learned the lesson, it won't be coming back. So figure it out. What is this recent set of challenges there to tell me? Sometimes what they're doing is reaffirming you're on the right path. Sometimes they are reminding you what it is that you have gone through to create what you created. Sometimes it reaffirms this is the right decision or the wrong decision. Sometimes it reminds you that I did this for a reason, and I now have the fruits of that reason, and so I should either come up with a new reason or I should keep going on the solid and sturdy reason that I started on. Are you sure of your reason? I've had a few moments where I wasn't always sure of mine. But now I'm sure. And I'm living it. And it's a good thing. I mean, all in all, we've got a great life. And all in all, if you look at it, you got a pretty great life too. You still have the use of your body. You still have the charm, guile, wit. You still have the ability to breathe and to move. You still have a creative signature that's all your own. And this challenge here is reminding you how vitally important it is that you keep moving forward and you keep learning the lessons and you keep giving to the world that which you're supposed to give. I mean, it sounds pretty simple for something that can be so damn tough. Really. And it gets that way, doesn't it? I don't know about ever. But we don't say those things, so we don't put that out into the universe because we know what that does. It gives us more opportunities to say those things. So we own our trajectory. I am going forward in a beautiful way. I found a property in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, which a beautiful lady on a plane told me about, full of tree houses, so that you can go spend time in the Ozark Mountains in tree houses next to a river, next to a lake, and the beautiful, peaceful outdoors, and it's amazing because it was only like a week ago the bill was talking about how important it would be in our retreat to have some tree houses for people to be able to stay in, to rent. It would be a wonderful thing. And there the property shows up. If we're meant to do something with it, a way to acquire it will show up. We don't have the money sitting around, so I guess we'll see where that goes. But as soon as you said what it is that the lesson is, you acknowledge to the universe, I hear you, I'm listening, this is what I have learned. And then you go forward, speaking your way into the trajectory of your future. You have taken the reins and continued back on your own journey. Instead of being caught in a loop of poorly said manifestations and anger and givebacks and revenge that doesn't help or serve anyone. So I'm going to do that in our meditation. Accept the lesson. Start off in the crown chakra. Wisdom, the ether, the ocean, unconditional love, peace, happiness, harmony, a beautiful, stress-free existence. And we're going to bring it down and feel all the different areas of energy and their vibrational signature harmonizing together in this wonderful thing that we call the benefit of this existence that not everyone got to do. But we did. And here we are, particle bound, grounding into the physicality of it all. The real obstacles and that which lies underneath. In your mind palace, calm the tornado. And now we'll speak to the ocean, to the energy, to the quantum field, to the deity, however you wish and however serves you to imagine it. The ether bound. Thank you for the lesson I have just learned. I know what a beautiful gift that was. What I have learned is I fill in the blank. What I had confirmed was, you're right. These people were not meant to be in a peaceful, balanced life of yours. I was not meant to walk someone else's path. I was only meant to be me. And being me is so vast and fabulous and wonderful that it's more than enough. Thank you for the hurt. It definitely gives me a new perspective. or reaffirms the original one. Thank you for the challenges. Once again, they will dissipate. Thank you for the journey. Thank you for the opportunity to be on this adventure. And as we come out, it is so important to remember that they are all a gift of learning. And hey, you're worth it. Namaste.